Hey, it's Trisha Robinson. How are you today? So earlier in the week I posted that I was reading this book, Dave Ramsey's Totally Money Makeover, and I kind of wanted to give a book review and give you my perspective on it. One, it's a really quick and easy read that I highly recommend everybody take a look at. And some of the statistics that he shared in this were honestly quite shocking to me. He stated that over 70% of Americans today have no savings and are living paycheck to paycheck, which is a very scary thing. And so when I picked this book up, I actually bought it because somebody had recommended it to me, somebody that I know and trust as a trainer. Alex Charfin said he makes everybody on his team, or he gives away to everybody on his team this book because he doesn't want anybody working for him because they have to work for him. He wants them to work for them because they want to work for them. They're passionate about the mission. And so by giving them the Total Money Makeover, it teaches them how they can get control of their financial future. So just in case you don't want to take the time to read the book, which again, I highly recommend you read, I'm going to give you the first 3 baby steps that he gives. And I'll be honest, I'm not doing all of them yet, but I am going to change my ways. The first one is have a minimum of $1,000 emergency cash hidden somewhere that you can get to it immediately. And this is not cash for, oops, I didn't have money to pay for the pizza. This is oh my God, my car broke down and I need to pay a $600 bill. I think he said 90% of the families today can't afford that. Oops, oh my goodness, my car broke down. Here's a $600 bill that I can't afford to pay. And so something bad, unfortunately, is going to happen in your life to all of us. And if you don't have any savings for it, if you don't plan for that, then you're planning to be in a world of financial hurt. So the very first baby step before you do anything else is find a way to save $1,000 cash and make sure that cash is really used only for emergencies. If you have a spouse, you check with your spouse and you're like, this cash has to be agreed upon. The two of you have to say $1,000 cash. Now, what I did in the book I thought was interesting is somebody put literally $1,000 cash in a picture frame and, excuse me, she said break only if in an emergency. She might have hidden it in a closet too. So anyway, that was a neat idea. So I would say I have some cash ready, but I'm mostly a credit card bill. I have tons of money in the bank, but I think I'm going to change that. So I'm going to figure out a way to safely hide somewhere in my house $1,000 cash. So if God forbid I need that money, I have it. Number 2, Dave, again, we didn't know what I'm reading. He said, make sure you pay off all your debt except for your house. Now, I'm pretty darn good. Srini and I are very good with our money. There's not a bill that we have every month that we don't pay in full. We pay our car payments, we pay all of our credit card bills in full. So we use credit cards on a regular basis. We figured they're going to loan us money for free for 30 days. Why don't we use this? So Dave basically is cut up all the credit cards, which I don't know, Srini and I are going to have a conversation about that. We are used to paying our bills off in full every month. But what was really important, what Dave talks about, is literally if you have cash in the bank and you have a car payment, you're using your cash in the wrong way. If you have cash in the bank and you have credit card debt, you're using your cash in the wrong way. So baby step number 2, after you've saved $1,000 emergency cash, is to pay off all your debt. So I was looking and I said, Srini, we bought a new car, not new. Oh, don't ever buy a new car. Dave says, don't buy a new car. It's the worst thing ever. So both of us recently have cars that are 3 years old, new to us. We like them, we love them, but we don't buy used cars. We don't buy new cars. But what he talked about is pay cash. If you need a car and you don't have money, wait till you have money and pay cash for the car, because the finance charges, everything adds up and they're making money somehow. So if you have the cash and even if it's 4 years, same as cash, or 5 years, same as cash, if you decide to give them cash, they'll most likely give you a discount. So that is something. So we have money in the bank, and now we need to take that money in the bank and pay off our 2 cars completely. And he has 1 student loan, because when he came to the United States and he went to Carnegie Mellon, He got he got his MBA there. I got it full paid for by GE because I was lucky. He quit his job and went full time, so we paid off a lot of the student debt. But there's like a $200 per month every month that we have to pay for his MBA, and he breaks up a lot of myths in here. He's like, oh, but we have mutual funds and we're earning more money on our mutual funds than we are paying on the interest. And he's like, are you really earning more? Because by the time you pay off the taxes for the difference for your growth, you're really not saving anything. So it's best to make sure you eliminate all your debt. That's baby step number 2. Baby step number 1, $1,000 cash, okay? Somewhere hidden in your home, you only use in emergencies. Baby step 2 is pay off all your debt, not including your home. And so I think we're going to be able to do this pretty easily just because of our investments. But again, I was stuck by the myth that, well, I would rather put money in investments because I'm earning more money on those investments than my debt costs me. And I got to say, Dave has got to be right, because he's paid lots of money to help people, and so we're going to listen to him. So the third thing is, once you've saved your $1,000 emergency fund and you've paid off all your debt, is you need to have an expanded emergency fund for 3 to 6 months of expenses. So here's the thing. If you've paid off all your debt except your house, that's a huge deal. That's a lot that you don't have to save for. So we have a $350 per month car payment for me, a $400 for him, and $200 a month for his oh my goodness, student loans. So that's like $1,000 a month in expenses that we have, that once we put those to bed, we don't have to save for those. And so he also says, all right, so those are the 3 steps. Now, I'm not going to do this book justice, but what I found very interesting is he said for those people who were super laser focused, they were able to eliminate their house debt even before their mortgage, their 15-year mortgage, because he says don't do a 30-year mortgage, a 15-year mortgage. I know I was all about 30-year mortgages and, oh yeah, you could pay extra, la la la. Read the book. He'll explain to you why you really want to have a 15-year mortgage. He said this, Dave Ramsey said this, and Mel Robbins says this. If you can have if you live like nobody else will, you can eventually live like nobody else will be able to. So this is not easy. Having financial freedom is not easy. You have to make tough choices. If you decide, though, that you want financial freedom, that might mean that you have to get a different job or an extra job. He tells stories of guys that work full-time, their wives are stay at home, and then they come home from their job, their normal job, and they deliver pizzas. I'm literally reading it on page 118. One guy delivers pizzas, and the other guy works for UPS for 4 hours a day. Those people are laser focused. They want to eliminate their debt so that they can live so freely. So it's several years of working hard to eliminate all that debt so that you have financial freedom later on in your life. Now, you don't have to get a second job working at a pizza place or working at UPS. I've personally chosen to do network marketing. It allows me freedom, no overhead, minimal inventory, no employees, work on my time when I choose to work, but it's still work. And in order for me to be successful in network marketing, I'm laser focused on what I want to achieve in the hours I'm willing to work. And that is the key. Nothing is free. Everything requires work. There's no get rich quick scheme. If somebody tells you it's easy money, chances are they're lying or it's illegal. Plan for your future. And if you don't have a way to get out of debt now, ask yourself, is it worth, I think I spent like $10, maybe $20 off Amazon to get this book. Go to the library, read about it. Understand that you have, I think he said 80% of all of our financial situation is our behaviors. So if you want a different result, you have to change your behaviors. Again, I highly recommend Dave Ramsey book. The work for me, the way we're making extra money is by me doing my network marketing business. I believe I found a solid company that allows me to believe in the leadership, believe in the team, and provide products that help people look and feel better. But that might not be a fit for you. If for you, you'd rather work at McDonald's or deliver pizzas or go to UPS to earn extra money, whatever you can do, there are options for you to get out of debt so that you can live financially free. Because I tell you, when you have money stress, your life is so much harder. So figure out a way how to get out of those financial struggles. One, buy the book. And if you're looking to earn extra money in part-time hours with flexibility, let me know. We can talk, and maybe what I'm doing will work out for you too. But in the meantime, I'm not kidding. Read the book. Have a great Sunday. Bye.